Hey Leo, I'm Ava. You're watching 5D Tarot. I'm here to bring you your general messages, love messages, and career messages for the month of June 2024. Now, Leo, this is a general collective reading, which means that it may or may not resonate. So take what you can, leave the rest behind for someone else. This is going to be for all Leo, star signs, sun, moon, Venus, and rising. So if you have Leo in your chart, this message may be for you. Are you ready to get started? I am. Let's get it, Leo. Okay, Leo, in your career, I see you feeling a bit overwhelmed. We have the Nine of Wands here in the reverse. So it's almost like you're feeling like defeated or very tired. You could be feeling like you're putting in a lot of effort into something and you're not necessarily sure if you're getting anything back from it. You could be overworking yourself here. This is clarified by the Lovers in the upright and also the Eight of Cups in reverse. So it's almost like you have some sort of choice here that you're trying to make. And it's like, do you continue to invest in a situation or do you choose to walk away? But in the current moment, I just feel like you may feel like financial constraints. And you're not really wanting to walk away. The Nine of Wands could also mean, and with the Lovers and the Eight of Cups in reverse, that you have ideas or plans about how you want to move forward in your career. But because of financial constraints or maybe like a fear of not being able to find something better, even though you feel like you need to make this choice, you know, might be holding you back. Also, with the Nine of Wands being in reverse and you just feeling like overworked and tired, it could be that you're not balancing your work life here. And it may be getting you frustrated. You could be in a position where you feel like there's no growth or opportunity, or maybe you're not seeing the position or getting the position that you want here. It's also about really deciding if you're feeling burnout because you are just tired from not having a work-life balance, or if you're just like not being disciplined, like maybe you haven't really figured that out yet. The Lovers is about making a choice. So you have to decide if the situation is one that suits you, it fits you, if you're just lacking discipline and kind of like continuing to follow through, or if you see something better for yourself. It could also mean that maybe you don't have the confidence to recognize that you could get something better or do something better or make more money here. But it's heavily reliant on like financial constraints. It's almost like you're losing passion for it because you're just kind of overwhelmed, overworked. You're not seeing the money that you feel like you should be seeing or want to see. And you're kind of wondering like how much longer, like should I stay in this position if I'm not getting or seeing the money that I want? On the other hand, it's kind of like, have you put in enough time, effort, and how much are you willing to do? Like, so the Lovers is about making that choice and really deciding that if that's what you want to do. We have the Movement card here, which means like you want to make some movement, and it's important that you're careful not to make the wrong decision or to act in haste, but you do have a choice and you have to make some decisions about this. The Whip card with the Moon here, these oracle cards could mean that perhaps you're just needing a creative outlet, perhaps some creative, well, for one, the Whip could mean discipline. So it could mean that you lack discipline here in this and you're not seeing it through. And you're just getting frustrated with the mundane kind of everyday thing. And maybe you need to kind of spark some kind of creative outlet within your work or outside of your work. It could also mean that maybe it's time for some friendly competition to kind of spice things up to see how far you can go in your current work or financial situation. The Whip and the Moon could also mean that, it's time to spark some new ideas, okay? And to be aggressive about it. And then we have this Stillness here. And the Stillness talks about kind of taking the time for yourself to reflect on things and to kind of sit in that stillness, meditate, take time to take care of yourself. So I feel like for you, Leo, in your career, you feel overwhelmed and overworked, and it partially has to do with you not having the work-life balance that you want, and also partially because you feel stifled in your current position or your current job or your current career that you're doing, whether you work for yourself or work for someone else, and you're really kind of feeling like perhaps there's a glass ceiling and you want to do something more. So in your career, and if you don't know what it is that you want to do, because I'm getting that you're not too sure either, you just feel kind of stuck, that way to figure this out on what to do is kind of sit with yourself, take time to yourself, do some meditation, and really search for what it is that you want. And then once you figure that out, aggressively go for it. Whether it's you own your own business and you need to come up with some aggressive creative ideas, but you're not going to be able to do that when you're tired and overworked or bored or not disciplined. So that's the career message I have. That's the career message that I have for you, Leo. Let's go ahead and get into your love spread. Okay, there's a couple of different meanings here, Leo, for your love reading. If you are in contact with the person that's on your mind, I do see there being some sort of hope because we have the Star in the upright and we have the Six of Swords and then the Seven of Swords. So you may be trying to get over something. There might have been some trouble that you had in the past. You could have done something, your partner could have done something sneaky behind the other person's back, or you're just trying to kind of skate over, trying to forget about the past and kind of just move forward without actually addressing maybe issues that there were in the past. I do see you hopeful that this can work out. I do see you being more discerning with the Judge here as your archetype towards this person. You're trying to be fair, you're trying to be discerning, but also you're being pretty compassionate and forgiving with regard to this. You might have communicated it to this person, or you might need to communicate something to this person, because I do see you trying to just kind of hide something, not really hide, it could be hiding something that may have occurred, or it could be that you're just trying to like brush past issues under the rug here, and it's something that you want to communicate or need to communicate. I do see you just trying to be hopeful and move towards calmer waters with this person, but I do see you trying to make the right decision and trying to be discerning. There could also be with the Judge some sort of grudge maybe that you're holding against this person that you may not have said or spoken to them about. Your person is coming as their archetype as the Queen. So they're trying to be also loving and compassionate. I do see them trying to move forward from some sort of heartbreak situation. They also could be stuck kind of in the heartbreak. But I do see them trying to heal from that, to be honest with you, because the Three of Swords is in the reverse and it's clarified by the Ten of Swords in the reverse and the Chariot in reverse. I do feel like they're trying to heal this connection because they're trying to avoid some sort of painful ending. But I do see them maybe being forceful about it. And maybe that's why you're feeling kind of discerning. I do see them having a lot of love for you. I do see them being, very kind and compassionate, and just trying to heal the connection here. But it's almost like they're trying to force their way through it, okay? They're trying to force their way to it. And I do feel like with the letter and the cross here that there is a conversation that needs to be had so that you can move forward completely. I do have the Hermit in the reverse here as the energy between you, and also the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Hermit in reverse and the Four of Pentacles. So I do see you both wanting some sort of equal give and take here. kind of giving and sharing. And there's definitely something that you've thought about or had time to think about, and then coming together and really holding on to each other. Okay. So I do feel like there is some conversation about some past heartbreak that you do need to have. If you're not in contact with this person, it's almost like you're trying to, if you're not in contact with this person, I see you as being maybe overly judgmental, or maybe you rightfully are judgmental, because the judge can be good, but also they can be overly judgmental and cruel. I mean, not really cruel, but just kind of very firm. Okay. Either you feel that this person was doing something behind your back and you're just trying to move away towards calmer waters and you're hopeful about the future. You may have communicated this to them. And I also see with them, they're really heartbroken about this. So if you're not talking to them because of some sort of sneaky thing that you did or they did behind whoever's back, I do see them kind of stuck in this heartbreak here, and they're kind of stuck with not showing any kind of forward action on fixing the issue or trying to fix the issue, and they're just kind of stuck in this whole painful kind of energy of this kind of painful ending. That thing is that even though you're separated and you're not maybe in contact with this person, you've been thinking about it a lot, and there could either be some breadcrumbing going on between you, but I do see there being a desire for equal give and take, and still energetically holding on to each other. There could be some also like selfishness here with regard to maybe why whoever did what, I don't know, but why you're holding on to each other so tightly. It could be related to finances of some sort, but there could be some kind of selfishness with regard to this. I honestly feel like if you're not talking to each other, both of you are wanting to move towards calmer waters and have equal give and take here. Because you're still holding on to each other. It's like you're thinking about each other, you're holding on to each other, and one person feels like they need to do what is right, they need to kind of be firm, and the other, you know, might not be showing too much emotion here, but deep inside they're really stuck and hurt over this situation. You could also be hopeful that they're going to try to reach out to you or communicate to you that they desire for things to work out, to work things out, but I don't see them doing that at this time. I kind of see them just kind of feeling sorry for themselves, to be honest with you. It's kind of like you have hope that either way it's going to work out. It's like you do want to communicate with them, though, about something that you've either been hiding your emotions or something that you've been hiding about this situation, or you feel like they've been hiding. So for the month of June, I don't know, I just see you guys like holding on to each other. So whether you're in a connection or you're not in a connection and you're not in contact, you're just like holding on to each other. So there is some communication that needs to be had either way. You need to kind of discuss this. And maybe that's why you're holding on to each other, is because you need to have a conversation about what happened. Maybe some things need to come out on the open and on the table here. Okay, Leo, let's get some final messages for you. What do you need to be aware of? Anything you need to know for June 2024? All right, Leo, we have outer core, magnetism, completion, and motion. Okay, Leo, I really see with outer core here, you could be worried, or not worried. You could be really focused on outer appearances right now, which is totally fine. You could be working on your body. And this is really going to help with fluidity in your life, kind of balancing things out. So it could also mean like maybe just going to the gym or working out, or, focusing on external things would maybe help you feel more attractive. We do have magnetism here, okay? And you could already be doing these things. And because you're doing these things, you're very beautiful. You're working on your outer appearance here. Maybe you could have brown hair. You could be going on a vacation or a trip to the beach, or it looks like some sort of water you're going to be visiting. But also working on fluidity too. So being fluid, kind of just going with the flow here, is going to increase your magnetism. So whether you're working on yourself, whether or not you're just kind of letting the energy of, just going with the flow, kind of guide you, it's going to make you more attractive. It's going to bring what you want. You're going to attract what you want, but also you're going to attract people. I also see completion and motion. So I do feel like you're entering a cycle of completion here, and you're moving forward. So I feel like you kind of left some things behind, maybe old patterns of behavior, thinking, and you're trying to kind of just move forward here. I do see you moving forward, okay? So you have air energy, we have water energy here, and west hardcore. You could be born on the 4th, the 22nd, or the 12th. You could be 37, you could be 22. Yeah, I just see you kind of completing a cycle here and moving forward. And whether or not you're working on just going with the flow of life, and attracting also. I also see you focusing on attraction too. So it could be also not just physical attraction, but it also could be, you know, the universe telling you, like, once you go with the flow of life, you're going to attract what you want. There's something about completion here with kind of just going with the flow is going to propel you forward too. Like, as you kind of release things and move forward, you're going to attract these things that you've been wanting. You're going to complete a cycle of maybe patterns of behavior that was causing a lack in your life, and it's going to propel you in this forward motion. So those are the messages I have for you, Leo, for June 2024, and I hope to see you next time. I hope that this resonated with you and you're able to find some value in this. If it did, don't forget to hit that share, like, and subscribe button, and I'd be very grateful for that. I'll see you next time, Leo. Bye.